Who's a sweaty mess? I'm a sweaty mess. But you know what? Coming live to you find people on time was more important. It's true. And all I have to do is be around these people today. So, sorry.
Great.
Don't smell though.
Nah, she good.
I'm good. Anyway, so it's been 2 weeks since we've come to you. I feel like that's a theme, that this is what we do now, is we come to you but 2 weeks. But the reason why we were not here last week was even better because it was moving day.
Moving day / week.
Moving week. Yeah, for Jen. So she has our new clubhouse over in the Belmont Sub Bay with her waterfront views.
That's what we're calling it.
That
the
is,
ENI Clubhouse.
Yeah, it is the ENI Clubhouse. We were over there yesterday hanging out, and all of a sudden the rest of the team showed up. So I would say it's the ENI Clubhouse.
Oh, that's true. I
It's
do
like,
feel like an
no,
ENI Clubhouse.
Right, nobody invited you, and they're just like, hey.
Well, everybody came and helped out with something. So
Well,
that
that's
was,
true.
like,
That's true.
super great.
Will put Disney Plus on your computer. Not computer.
What?
TV. I said, Will, he put Disney Plus on your TV.
Disney. That's such
Very important.
I need to download Disney for Jen.
Yeah.
For
For
Jen.
Jennifer Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. Whatever makes him comfortable when he comes over.
For sure. And whatever. I wish I would have taken a picture of your chandelier. So.
I have a photo of it.
Oh, good.
I
So.
just didn't post it or anything because I don't have art on that wall yet.
True story. Yeah, so Jen had this treacherous 1972 looking chandelier in her dining room. And so we were
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to make it beautiful. And I was like, here, boy, buy these. So she bought these black crystals that were beautiful. So we ended up creating a chandelier out of it. I was like, I think it's one of my most incredible.
Kinda.
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, we just bought some
Yeah.
shades and some black crystals and turned her into a less treacherous chandelier. She looks pretty fabulous. If you want to know how to
Crazy.
do it, all it is fishing line, some crystals, and about an hour of your time. Perfect. Poof.
She knocked it out.
Knocked it out of the park.
It
Anyway,
was fabulous.
let's get on with it. Dum-da-dum on Monday. Yeah, start with you. No. We really got to rearrange this thing. So whenever we do this, it's like we have all of the stuff that we talk about, but since we do this on Wednesday now and not Monday, it's out of order.
Yeah, so I always start
Yeah, Wednesday. You go.
Wednesday. Well, Wednesday was
Inspection scheduling review for open files.
Yeah, so getting settled after the move Tuesday. Well, starting to get settled. And then, did we get the Wi-Fi connected that day? I don't remember. Gosh, it's all a blur. But
I think so because we came over on Tuesday night. Yeah.
did you?
And then we came over Tuesday night, and then Monday or on Wednesday you figured out Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay, yeah. So sat and worked through that. Ran comps for a listing in Alexandria that is not going to be coming on until next year. She's building.
Mm-hmm.
I've been nurturing this lady for a year already, so 2 years and counting. But she's got a super cute condo in basically Island Creek.
That's nice.
That'll fly.
Hey, our comments are working today. Hi, Vicky.
Yay, hey, Vicky. And then we did bottle stop that night
We did.
and had venison meatballs, which I liked them a lot.
I thought they were sufficient. I'm usually very impressed with bottle stop stuff, and I like venison in general, but I really love the orzo that it came with. That was delicious. Yeah, but the meatballs were just meatballs to me. Yeah,
I liked them.
yeah, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. What was your Wednesday all about?
A lot of just stuff.
Wednesdays are always like a stuff day.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, well, because it's our team meeting day too, so our team
Yeah.
meeting has to happen, and like we had my garbage disposal broke, so that had to super came and fix that. But it turns out that was the day that they came and fixed it.
That was only a week ago?
Yeah, it was only a week ago.
Oh my God, it
Everything was
feels
crazy.
like it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so I have a warranty company, and I swear that they have had to come fix this. We might have, like, Gigi has a jewelry ghost. We might have a garbage disposal ghost because that thing has broken so many times. But it's all for weird stuff. Like this time, there was 2 rocks and a bolt in it. How the hell did 2 rocks and a bolt get into a garbage disposal? It's not something that we eat. It doesn't make any sense. But whatever. Anyway, so Super came and fished those out and fixed the dishwasher. And
Dishwasher.
Then, God bless America. It's all in the same You know what I just said, garbage disposal.
So that go too?
No.
It's
They're brand new. But then we just had meetings and stuff on Wednesday, and then I had to drop the GLE off because she had to get serviced.
And you had your Equinox.
That's
what you were driving.
I don't know why.
Don't do that. Mama used to have an Equinox.
Did she really?
Oh, yeah.
I just don't understand why anybody... No.
They're like hefty.
Are they?
Like, they're like...
It smelled like smoke. I'm just grumpy with it because it smelled like smoke. It didn't have leather in it. I'm accustomed to a certain way of driving now, and that was just not it. So
tricky.
Very.
Well, Thursday I went down to Fredericksburg for Laverne's home inspection. Which went really well. She was so cute. Called her to do the recap at the end. Out-of-state client. Been working with her since April. Property tours, virtual tours, everything sight unseen. And so she was making her drive from Mississippi while I was at the home inspection. So she's here now, and she secretly wants to go see the house. I don't know if the seller will let her. I know that she's here.
Yeah, probably not. Not until he's out, but we can talk about that.
I'm sure she's gonna drive by and stalked it.
Well, of course, and she should. The house is beautiful.
Yeah. But it's a good house, though. And then on the way back, because you know we'd like to stop into like every Home Goods. Good morning, Kelly made it! Yay! You know we like to stop in every Home Goods because they all have different product on different days.
And it's highly dependent on the demographic of the area. Yeah. So depending on what they like, what you tend to go for, that Home Goods is going to have it.
Yeah. Well, I stepped to the one in across from Central Park on Plank.
Is it good? I don't know if I've ever been to the one in
They had a
Fredericksburg.
lot.
Yes,
That's where I got the Cheetah Kate Spade lamps.
They had those in the Kingstown Home Goods too.
They would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But no, they did. They had a lot of stuff. I was like, focus. So I was like going down my checklist of items that I actually needed versus just like
buying everything.
Getting stuff.
I made a horrible mistake. Last week I went to the Home Goods in Kingstown, and I'm looking for two very specific mirrors because I'm redoing the guest room now. And I'm looking for two very specific mirrors. Well, I found them at the Kingstown one, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just since they're here, they're going to be at every other Home Sense or Home Goods. No. I've been to 5 other Home Goods since last week. And I've been to I've been to 2 Home Senses and 3 Home Goods.
Home Senses.
I've been to 2 Home Senses and 3 Home Goods since last week, and not a single one of them have my mirrors. I was like, you son of a biscuit. So whenever I went to meet you 2 days ago, yesterday, was that yesterday? Everything feels like a blur. At Burton's. I stopped at the Kingstown, because Kingstown,
Monday.
They have one of the best Home Goods in the area. The Kingstown one is really incredible because it has such a plethora of everything. But anyways, I went back in there to get them and they were gone. I know, devastation. So, hopefully I'll find them again.
Yeah. Or something even more magical.
Yeah, I just also don't want to pay, because they're like $200 mirrors if I buy them on Wayfair, but if I buy them on Home Goods, they're like $70. So I'm also cheap. So there's that.
Cheap.
Frugal.
I mean, you replace your home good items so frequently that it's stupid to spend money unless it's like a staple, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Like a bed or a couch. Even my couches, let's be real.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Anyway, so Thursday.
So that was fun. And then the Friday, oh my gosh, holy cicadas in Maryland.
Yeah.
I went to go pick up those 4 dining chairs. Those things were flying into the windshield of the truck along BW Parkway. They were coming out of all the trees. Yeah, Maryland, I think, has it worse. Other than like Fairfax and Alexandria have them pretty bad. I haven't really gone up to Arlington and heard them the same way I have in Maryland. But Josh and I were at looking at a listing on Friday, and it was so loud. I was just like, we don't have them at Woodbridge, believe it or not. Like over here on the river, we don't have any. Well, not in Belmont. I've met some in Woodbridge. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, not in Belmont. But like Dale City, Manassas, that's not Woodbridge, but you know, more established. Yeah, for sure. What did Kelly say? Kingstown is great because it's Home Goods, Home Sense, Ross, etc. You're not wrong. Yeah, their World Market over there is pretty good too. I haven't been to, there's an Ashley Furniture across the street that I keep eyeing, and I'm like, I'm gonna walk in there one day. I only go to Ashley like once or twice a year just to see what they have. But yeah, that's good. What did you do Friday? Friday was putting signs in the yard and going to see a bunch of houses. We've got 6. Yeah, we have 6 listings coming up. So it was swinging by, putting signs in the yard, going to see
going to like make lists for checklists and stuff for sellers to
I need a pen.
to do. So I put 2 signs in the yard and went to Maryland to go talk to them about what they need to do there, which hopefully that'll be done in the next 2 weeks or so, which will be good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had a squirrely thought. There's an off market for one of my buyers that I just thought about as you said. I don't know what you said, but it triggered a thought. And I want to make sure that I follow up and make that connection.
So no, she's walking around trying to figure that out.
Gotta do these things when you think of it.
Yeah, but Saturday was also the same thing, going down to Fredericksburg, doing listing paperwork, having photos done by the fabulous Regarde. Seeing Patty was wonderful.
Oh,
I know. We really don't get to see him very often because he sends one of his thousands, because they're so popular right now, or just like, and for rightfully so, their photography is phenomenal. But they've got so many photographers on staff, we don't really get to see Patty often, which makes me sad because I love him so much. He's wonderful.
Yeah. Saturday I was with another home inspection over in Springfield, Holy Cicadas.
Yeah, by the way, in the last 2 weeks, we've had, 9 things go under contract? I think so. We've had 9 things go under contract.
I'm not even keeping track, man.
It's just like offer after offer after offer, and like ding, 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 we won. Didn't win 3. We put in for 3 over the weekend, and we didn't win anything.
Yeah. Home inspection in Springfield, which went fabulously. Showings in, did we go to Percival. And so because I knew I was going to be out that way with this buyer, I made an appointment for us to stop at Stone Tower.
Oh, the Benjamin Jones winery that he loves so much.
So good. Beautiful. We have to have a client event there. Have to.
Wait, what did Kelly say?
Go check out Mirror.
Mirko. We got our bathroom mirror with him, and it was reasonable. They were horrible in my neighborhood. Oh, the cicadas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, no, girl. I get all sorts of stuff from Mirko, but they don't have this. It's a very specific mirror that I've only seen at Home Goods. Mm-hmm. So,
Did you take a picture of it?
No. I know what it looks like in my head.
I know, but I want to see what it looks like in your head.
No, I can find something. I can draw it.
Oh, gosh. Not the same.
Not the same.
Oh,
man. But Sunday.
2 buyer client showings, wrote an offer, and then while I was in between the showings, I was calling some of my clients who moved into their houses last week just to see how everything went, check in.
That's sweet.
Yeah, make sure they're okay.
That's good.
And loving everything. So one of the ones that we wrote on Sunday, 5 offers, 3 were cash.
Oh, that's Belmont. Yeah. So
we were giving a free rent back. We gave list, and it was already priced aggressively.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that thing. What is that? That thing was priced $50,000 higher than anything else has been. $75,000 higher than anything else has. 5 offers.
They bought it a year ago.
5 offers. 5 offers.
3 cash.
3 cash.
Like, you can't beat that. Like.
Yeah. So this is one of the things that we keep talking about. It's like, where is all the cash coming from? We know where the cash comes from in our neighborhood because they sell. So I would say like 50% of the buyers who come into this neighborhood are coming from Fairfax Station.
Yeah.
And they're Leesburg, Loudoun County.
They're big colonial.
Yeah, big, huge, 6,000 plus square foot colonial homes that have been paid off because they lived there with their family for 30 years. They sell it, and then they take the cash, and then they buy down here. Mm-hmm. But that unit was beautiful. It's a condo.
Gorgeous.
1 bedroom. It's one of the ones with the massive patios that overlooks the marina here. Ugh. Beautiful.
But it's okay. Again, I'm very blessed with these buyers. All my buyers right now, knock on wood, they all understand that it's going to happen when it happens, and their home will appear. They were actually the one that I just thought about for the off market. I'm like, wait a second! There's something coming! So, and I told them they'd be my first call. So, I'll call them and talk to them about that.
Oh, the one over. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Good.
So, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Indeed.
Nothing's going to happen to that for a couple weeks because that's been some other stuff that's going on. But,
yeah.
Anyhow.
Find you a realtor, folks, who has connections with people in the place that you want to be in, because that's how we find out about so much stuff in this wonderful neighborhood. Walking around, calling people, talking to people. It's like our neighbor Ron. He was like, "Oh, did you hear about the lady on the 3rd floor whose family just moved her to Florida? Oh, here's her son's cell phone number." And we're like, "Thanks, Ron."
Yeah. I have a happy hour on Friday in my building. Can't wait.
It's going to be the best.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Mm-hmm. I love Belmont Bay. It's such a great neighborhood.
So cute.
Right.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my Sunday. Yeah, what'd you do Sunday?
Sunday. So, fun fact, East and Ivy State. Yeah, see, East and Ivy. I never went to that. I never ended up going to the house because I got preoccupied. So I know I wanted to go to the open house, the one that got the 5 offers and 3 of them cash. But I was too busy. So East and Ivy Staging is now offering professional organization services.
Dun, 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 dun.
So that also means we get a significant discount on Alpha shelving at the Container Store. So
Love the Container Store. Are we going today?
We can, yeah.
Okay,
So I've
do we have
got
time?
Yeah, we do 100%. I almost bought your stuff last night. Or this morning. I woke up early to do stuff. Anyway, so we now get this crazy discount at the Container Store. So I bought 3 different systems for my closet doors for like a gift wrapping station. So I didn't realize I have more gift wrap paper than I think I've ever met anybody. Like, it deserves its own room. It's out of control. I wanted to show you a picture.
Have a gift wrap room.
I did. I learned so many things, like on these beautiful little 6-panel doors, and I'm like, oh, surely if I just nail this, or if I screw this into it, it'll hold. Oh, it won't, because it turns out it's MDF. So, learning moment, how to take a drywall anchor and screw it into the door in order to attach the system, because it's an alpha basket, and then it's got like 6 baskets and a pegboard and hangs tools, and it's basically perfect. So
not basically.
It is perfect. So, moral of the story is I spent literally all day Sunday rearranging my office, going through old files from 2000s, shredding stuff and getting everything to actually be a functional office. Used to be the guest room, now is a functional office. And then hanging up all this Alpha stuff. I was up until 3 o'clock in the morning organizing all this stuff. But Alpha is a girl's best friend whenever it comes to organization stuff. I have really got to take a picture of this stuff and share it because I'm so tickled.
I love that we both get so excited by organization.
It's so great. I was like, I just have to show you. You'll have to come by and I'll have to show you the closet.
You'll have to come by.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like the things that I'm happiest about my organizational items.
Yeah. Love that.
That was my Sunday. All day.
That's festive though.
For sure.
But you gotta do it. You just gotta set aside the time and do it. I was like yesterday, my day off, I literally organized my closets.
Oh, they look so great.
All day. I mean, there was some other stuff in there.
And then Kendra came over afterward and was like, IKEA, another place not to sleep on whenever it comes to organizational stuff. She has these 2 huge, beautiful, floor-to-ceiling shoe racks that has everything displayed perfectly. So, and for $600, you can't her entire room turned into a closet. You cannot beat that. It's incredible.
Yeah.
You need to see, check it.
What up, IKEA?
Right. So all of her sweats are all of your hoodies, right, are on one side, and then her pretty shoes are right there. She also has shoes in every single other closet, so don't get it twisted.
And a full walk-in in the primary bedroom that's completely filled, and then the second closet in this room is filled with all my workout gear.
Yeah,
but whatever, I like stuff.
I like stuff.
That kind of stuff.
She always is like, I don't like stuff. I'm like, shut up. Yes, you do. You just like a different kind of stuff. I like home good stuff. She likes clothing and shoe stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever. Again, she likes meatballs. I like, what did I say, the orzo.
The orzo.
Yeah. So
well,
good.
this was a hard commitment too, because I'm obsessed with Alpha, and we went crazy with Alpha at the Current at your townhouse. And so when I was moving, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just Alpha it out, and you were like, IKEA open concept, check this out. I looked at the price and I was like,
literally a quarter
doing
of it.
Yeah.
Actually, it's less than that, because Alpha, it's 60% of whatever you end up, your purchase price ends up being, turns out to be their installation cost, which is a lot.
And then to transfer the look, basically, so if I were to take the old closet and put it into the new place, they charge, I think it's 20% of the cost of material.
It's more than that.
It may have been 50%.
I think it was 50%. It was very...
No, because it would have been $500 to just move that stuff, 40%, something like that, because I paid $1,800, $500, what's that math? It's almost 40%, 30 to 40%. But then I would have been purchasing more product to add on to it, and then the install of that, it just didn't make sense to do that. And then when I move again,
having to do it again,
it's just stupid. It's just stupid. So IKEA came through.
IKEA came through, and they had some really beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
So noted there.
Yeah. Organization. That's
Indeed.
exciting. Yeah. And then Monday, what happened Monday? Oh, Monday I had a nice long conversation with the buyer about as is.
This is your learning moment. We really should have started with this.
We should have.
Because this is a conversation that we try to have fairly often, but it's still scary. So you tell our audience the conversation.
In a nutshell, just because a property is being sold in as-is condition doesn't always mean that there's something wrong with the house. So, por ejemplo, this particular property, almost $1 million property. The seller put $200,000 plus into the property over the course of the last, I think, 2 years. And so he's selling it as is. Probably not because there's anything wrong with the house per se. Probably just doesn't want to spend another daggone dollar on this property on top of paying his commissions to the listing agent and the co-op agent, on top of his
on $1 million
expenses.
property, guys, that's $60,000.
Huge.
That's a lot. That's a big expense.
Huge. And then to allow the buyer the option to negotiate for repairs or anything of that nature, like, no, he's just done spending money. I don't blame him. But it weirded out my buyers. They were, which is crazy, because they were going to do the home inspection for informational purposes only until they found out that it was being sold as is, and then they felt like that power was taken away from them, and it just felt kind of suspect.
Yeah.
Which, different strokes, different folks. That house could have turned out to be an absolute money pit, 100%, because it was a big old beast.
But they keep looking at big old beasts, right?
They do keep looking at big old beasts.
So it's going to be a money pit one way or another.
Yeah. But now we're having the conversation of looking at a littler beast.
Yeah.
Hi, Al. Not being Al. Hey, I'm about to reorg my kitchen. Yes.
Well, let us know if you need help, Kel.
Yeah, and
we offer this service
Alpha
now.
is magical for like
Kitchen,
drawer, under cabinet, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that people get caught up with this whole as is sale as being like, that the house is in shambles.
Yeah, but it's not.
No.
Sometimes people are just over it. And it could be any situation. Like, what happens if the family had died? And we might not know this. Like, what happens if the parents died, and so now the kids are taking over and they're out of the area and they don't want to deal with it, and they didn't hire a realtor who is willing to help them deal with it.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole thing. So don't necessarily let it freak you out to the point where you're not going to move forward with it, just because you could end up getting a perfectly good house, and that's what inspections are for.
Yeah. Well, and
it freaked them out so bad that they just decided not to put an offer in on it.
I mean, we went back and forth for like almost 2 hours
Wow.
about this. But that's also because the house was such a monstrosity. There were so many supporting documents.
They have ponies.
They did have a pony named Mitchie.
Pony named Mitchie.
But there were so many like supporting docs and plat and easements and permits and like all this stuff that we had to go through.
And and one of the buyers is out of the area too, so I'm sure that was stressful for him too.
Yeah, he's overseas right now. So yeah.
But they'll find one. They'll find one eventually.
Yeah.
That's the nature of the beast. Is there's more homes coming on the market right now because it's our spring. Even though it's summer, it feels like spring because we're out of COVID and things keep flying on the market. So it's good. It's good. But yeah, my Mondays I had a final walkthrough out in Indian Head, which I love a good agent. I swear to God. So Anna on the other side of this, she really was wonderful, and she continues to be wonderful. So Molly, longtime client, we've worked together since 2016 is whenever Molly and I first did our first transaction together. And her kid has worked for us at some point in time. They've done ad hoc stuff for us. Like, she's really part of the East Ivy family. We love her and her whole family. Anyway, so she finds this beautifully perfect house that was flipped by an investor out in Indian Head, Maryland, and the house is beautiful. Like, they did a really great job with it. New kitchens, new everything. They did some really modern touches, and the best thing about it is a lot. Anyway, so we get there for the walkthrough. Everything seems to be fine. The AC was off, so we didn't think anything of it. We turned it on and kept it moving to settlement because it was, and we went to go do the walkthrough an hour before settlement. So do everything. It's fine. Fence guy comes. They look at the land because she's having the fence done today. Anyway, so we leave and we go to settlement. So I get a call yesterday from Molly going, the air conditioning isn't working. I turned this thing on yesterday whenever we left for the thing, and it's not working. And I'm like, oh no. But so I was like, let me just call the agent and see, you know, what it's, since like he's a flipper, she has a long-standing relationship with him, she's part of the deal. I bet that they'll do something about it. And it turns out, I mean, they had no qualms about it. They called the AC guy right away, and it turns out it was a really simple fix. There was a thing. So it's the only air conditioning I've ever seen that if it's unplugged, it won't work. So somebody, whenever there was some things on the home inspection that came back that we asked to be fixed, and whenever they were installing one of the vent pipes, they unplugged the, whatever you call that, the HVAC unit that was in the washer and dryer room. And sure enough, she plugged it back in, and all of a sudden the compressor kicked on and it started cooling just fine.
Nice.
But I've never seen anything like that before, but it was a very simple fix. And then the second thing is like, she just like, they were just willing to help. I was like, listen, I know that Molly doesn't have a leg to stand on because we cleared the home and we cleared the walkthrough, but you know, are you guys willing to handle these last couple things? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. And like, you know, this is no problem whatsoever. So it was really cool to see that, because there's a lot of agents out there who would be like, nope, you guys signed off on it, so you guys deal with it. But that just wasn't, they weren't about that. Yeah. And it was also like, it was an old school feeling because we were all at the same table. Seller was there, agents were there, title attorneys, you know, there was probably 6 of us in the room, 7 of us in the room, just sitting there kicking it, talking about barbecues and where to eat and all sorts of stuff. It was cool. So I enjoyed that. Sometimes I wish that we'd go back. It's rare that we get to sit at the same table with buyers and sellers anymore, but as long as it was a good transaction, being able to sit there, it's neat. Yeah. So that was Monday. It's like, what else did we do Monday? That's whenever we went to. I went to Home Goods, and they didn't have my lamps after that. Like after I left there, we went. You had to take Louis to go get checked out.
Louis did
oh
that.
Man.
My little Gramps, little
Well,
escape artist.
I'm like, Gramps, who got hops. He cleared his. Louis has little legs, and he climbs, or he sits there, and he'll sit there and stare at you and scream at you to pick him up because he is too lazy to hop up on the chair, which is like, so we get him poofs so he can go into the poof and go to your lap, so you don't have to bend down to pick him up. Well, this morning she sends us a video of one before she left. Louis was in like behind his crate,
barricading the kitchen,
and then when she got home,
greeted me at the door. I'm like,
what happened?
Anybody here? Looked around, opened doors.
No.
And then I noticed because his crate takes up majority of the space, but then there's like 6 inches of open space. So I put his big blue.
Fluffy.
So it's about,
Right.
2 feet high. Yeah, well, it was sitting a little bit on an angle, so I could tell he had jumped there
and then got out. Okay.
I'm like, how did he not like slip and get a leg caught up in the?
Oh, he could have hurt himself.
Crate? He totally could have hurt himself. So then I had to inspect him and make sure that he wasn't bleeding or broken or anything.
Kendra said Louis can stay.
Oh,
he's a sweet boy. He's a good boy.
He's here today, Kendra. If you want to pop by.
Where is he? Is he in your bag?
No.
I haven't even heard him.
Oh, he's right there sleeping.
So we have a dog bed underneath the table.
He's deaf too, so like
poor baby.
Nothing wakes him.
It's true.
It's
Sweet
great.
little thing.
It's not great because when I'm yelling at him, it's like, listen. One of our fabulous neighbors screams when she talks to her deaf mother over the phone. It's like she can't hear. Are you screaming?
Her mom's on she has a TTY machine, for those of you who don't know. That's like whenever somebody's hearing impaired, they have an operator on the other end of the phone typing so the people can see it. But then her deaf mother is screaming, and then she is also screaming back. And I'm like, this poor operator is getting it on both sides.
And then the bigger question is, does the operator then type in all caps with exclamation points? Oh. So many questions.
No, they don't. And fun fact, because the only reason why I know that is I was a TTY operator in high school. Yeah, because there's only four centers in the country. One of them happens to be in Casey, South Carolina.
Wow.
So I was a TTY operator. I mean, I got all sorts of stories, crazy stories about the stuff, because people are in jail, people have phone sex, like all that. It's so bad. You can't break character. You just you literally read what is on the screen and you type what's on the screen. You have very strict confidentiality where you can't.
I was going to say, it's like being a doctor. Like you can't talk about the stuff that these people are talking about.
So crazy. Yeah, there was a lot of scams that would happen, because you can also go on the internet and do TTY stuff, and so they would call and pretend to be, hearing impaired or whatever, and trying to scam people out of their money. It's just sad.
We love Louis. Yes, we do, Angie.
Yeah,
Thank you.
he's a good boy.
He's a good boy. Oh.
Tuesday. What was
And
your
yesterday,
Tuesday?
I got to sleep.
Oh, that's your own Thursday day off.
Yes, I did. So I got up at 7:30 and did what I did.
Did what I did.
Yeah, so organized all day because I am convinced that I will be completely settled in by the end of this week. Somebody tried to be like, oh, it's going to take you a couple months to get...
You don't know me.
You don't know.
It's like anytime we travel together, the first thing Jen does is unpack and make sure everything is perfect. So whenever she wakes up in the morning,
Yeah, I know where stuff is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
There's-
function.
yeah. And you don't have that much stuff anyway. Like if we
No.
if you move and you treat it like you're a stager, which we are professional stagers, like you just like, you direct your movers like, this is where this is going. This is how this is going to be. And like, it just functions.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Differently.
walking into a room with stuff all in the middle. Like, no, pieces were set. And it helped that Sunday I went over there before getting the keys Tuesday and did kitchen stuff and something else. Oh, the dining table.
What can Kelly say? A couple months, I need to be situated the same day, if not the next day. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly it. Yeah.
To be able to go to sleep that night, wake up the next day, and have some sort of routine in place. Like, to feel like you have some sort of
her
routine.
kitchen was good, and her bathroom was good before anything else came into the house. Good enough to function.
Yeah, good enough to function. But that's the container store trip that's got to get made.
Yeah.
Is to organize the laundry room and the bathrooms with drawers and stuff, shelving and drawers. But yeah, and then an off-market connection was made yesterday. So I probably spent maybe 45 minutes working yesterday, but that was it.
Did you find anything else? Did you call rental people or no?
I sent over an email and left a voicemail. Yeah.
Gotcha.
No reply on that just yet. The one that's available, it shows like crap. God. List agents, landlords, and tenants. Please put a better presentation out for a product when it is tenant occupied. Not fair. The one that's over here, it looks like... I'm like, we would have to write up, like, professional cleaning, write it all into the lease. Paint, patch, repair. Professionally clean carpets.
All the things.
Everything.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Not all landlords. Some people consider themselves slumlords, but Belmont Bay is not the place to have a slum property.
No.
Like, even though people want it, they also have a certain standard of living, and they're not going to go into that.
Well, and the other thing that's frustrating, that's why for landlords, it's important that you hire somebody who is going to take care of you and your property as if it's their own, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of our landlords aren't local to the area.
Yeah.
And so they're hiring these agents to provide the service, and they're not even putting the best product out there on behalf of I don't get it.
I know. It's not good. Oh, well.
That's
Well,
fine.
on Monday, we had the most, what did Kelly say? Deja vu, Jen, but we made it work for my rental.
True facts. And Kel, yours showed incredibly well compared to...
What, this one does?
Yeah. No.
No bueno. Yeah. I forgot on Monday we had one of the most greatest things. So East and Ivy's had a little bit of reorganization lately, and I am so excited because Q has now become our director of operations. So Angie, who is our most fabulous, she's been with us for a year and like literally the glue that holds us all together. She is phenomenal. We have transitioned her into the director of marketing because whenever I tell you that she is a phenomenal marketer, she's the one who throws all of our incredible events. She's the one who puts together the My Marketing Matter pieces that we get so much, love on from the neighborhood. She does all of these things. So because we're getting more and more busy and we need different roles and to like have people do specific things. Q came over. She was running our staging company and still is running our staging company. But she said, "Girl, 2 years. I don't even know what day it is, Angie."
It just feels like one Angie.
It just right. Feels like she's like, for me, it feels like 10 years.
She's like, it's been a decade.
It's been a decade. But yeah, so she is. Yeah, oh, Kelly says to Angie and Q. So Q, she's still running the staging company, but I've known Q for a very long time, and she is very project management oriented, which is exactly what we needed in a operational role. So she's come on as our director of operations and listing coordinator. So like trying to get her spun up about everything that is going on, and for her being able to travel and do the things that we need to do for the listings and meet contractors and stuff. We're really excited about that. So Q is our director of operations and Angie's our director of marketing. And what did Angie say? She's because she didn't deny it. She's like, 10 whole years. 10 whole years. I got gray hair. And I don't know why you sound like a smoker from New York now, but.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was the first day was Monday. So I met Ange and Q here, and we were just going over everything to get us ready to go. And then yesterday, Q and I went to go view one of the properties in Alexandria that is going to be fun because it's a heavily smoke damaged property, so everything has to get redone in it. It's been a lot of fun this year. We started something new this year where we pay for renovations for our clients if they need it in order for them to be stress free and for us just to be able to sell it for top dollar. So this will be our 5th one this year that we've done. And it's really beautiful. It's going to be really beautiful because we sold so his mom's place, we sold it last year, and now we're selling his brother's place, which is the one that's heavily smoke damaged. And yeah, it's going to be good. It's in Alexandria. It's a 1-bedroom condo. It's really cute. So it should be ready by the end of, if not next week, the end of the following week.
Nice.
Yeah. But it was a good day.
It's exciting.
Yeah. Oh, and then Tuesday I bought Jen and Island because I have my favorite furniture store in Alexandria is a place called Nadeau. It's in the industrial district behind, if you know where Marlow is back there, there's a little place called Nadeau, which is a furniture importer from like India and Thailand and the Middle East and such, Asian countries, things like that. It's gorgeous. Anyway, so I walked in. It's this little guy right there. So Q and I walked in because it's really close to the Stevenson Avenue property, and just popped in there for a second, and I was like, there it is. We've been talking about, because I've given Jen crap because she has so much stuff on her counters, like coffee makers and tea and like all of these really nice.
Coffee maker.
It's big. It has like an espresso machine and like a milk frother and all sorts of stuff. It's a big machine.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then like a tea kettle and teas and, some normal stuff that people have, but she has a very tiny kitchen. So whenever I walked into Nadeau, and I was like, oh, there she is. So I sent her a message. I was like, I bought you a present and I can't return it, so I hope you love it.
Oh God, what is it? But thank you.
But it turns out she loves it.
It's perfect.
And then Kendra was walking home, so we had her. Thank you, Kendra. Had her help us take it inside.
That's so perfect.
Yeah, but Nadeau's a cool place if you guys are looking for interesting, like one-of-a-kind unique pieces. They have a lot of cool stuff. So that one's just a pretty little wood table with a marble top on it. Oh, yeah.
Aww.
She says, so excited to have Q on board.
Yeah. We all are.
We all are. You have no idea. Like, I go to sleep at night. Systems. I go to sleep at night, sleeping like a baby. It's great. Exactly. Angie in marketing. It's perfect.
Oh, good times.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was really our week. Yeah. And was your favorite food really the meatballs?
Yeah, because I've never had venison before. I never explored that. So I didn't know
ever.
Ever?
How interesting. Okay, that's probably the reason why I was just like, meh.
Yeah.
It was good.
I like chicken and turkey. What can I say?
I don't like turkey. Turkey is not good to me. Unless it's a smoked turkey leg. Like if I'm going to the Renaissance Festival and I eat like a caveman, I'm here all day for a good turkey leg. It's so good. But regular turkey, I don't know. Maybe it's a tryptophan. Not a big fan. I'm like going back in the series of things because I have eaten so much crap this week. It's not even fun. It's like I was having an not emotional, but like a breakdown with Q on our run yesterday, and I was like, I'm fat. I feel terrible. All I've been doing is just eating like crap. I didn't work out last week. Even though I closed my rings on my Apple Watch more times last week than I have because I've been up. I've been moving around. So it's like I haven't
organizing that house.
Yeah, organizing the house. I haven't gained any weight, but it's like, I was on such a regimented schedule, and it's like last week got me all jacked up. But it's fine. What did I eat that was delicious? I wanted it to, nothing last night. We went to Epic Food Hall last night, and they have a fried chicken ramen. And I've wanted this thing for like a month. And then I tried it, and it was fine. But fried chicken should not be put into a broth. because then like the consistency gets weird. So I
Turns
wanted,
into soggy chicken.
yeah, then it turns into soggy chicken, and I wanted it to be that, and it wasn't. I was sad.
Well, at least you tried it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I feel like we went a bunch of other places though.
Too many places.
Too many places. I was like, we went to Bar Louie. Went to Epic.
Mm-hmm.
We went somewhere, not last night, but the night before that. Bricks. Oh. The 4x4 pizza. Man, that thing was good. So, yeah, I will say that is probably my favorite thing that I had last week was the 4x4 pizza from Bricks. It was good. It was very good. It was very tasty.
I was processing how much food we've eaten.
Yeah, every single day last week. That's the reason why I was crying to Q. It's like, I can't say no. I just can't. I was like, what? You know, the emotional things that people go through every day but Sunday.
Oh, I don't know what you do without me.
I'm like, yeah, it was like every day. What? And even on Sunday, Will went to Bertucci's. And then we had, like, we split a
Tooch.
Bertucci. Well, we were cleaning out stuff and he found a gift card. So I just ordered from Bertucci's tonight. Yeah.
Well, no, the venison wasn't my favorite thing. I enjoyed it very much. My favorite thing was actually the whole wheat tortilla that I made at home. Yeah, the world is awake now. Time to work.
Time to work, indeed. Yeah. But learning moments, as is not everything. Or as is doesn't mean necessarily anything bad.
Mm-hmm.
Alpha offers decorator discounts, like for decorator and whatever you call that discount. Professional organization.
Organizer?
Yeah, professional organizer discounts. So that was cool. Is there anything else?
I was just reminded of the importance of time blocking. There's always time. You just have to make time for it.
It's true. There is always time.
Mm-hmm. That's it for me.
Yeah, that's it for me.
That's your main cause.
Oh, yeah. Love your faces. Peace out.